It is not the distance that keeps people apart. It is the lack of communication. I'm sure that this quote is more actual today than ever before, because our businesses, our organizations, our teams will survive remote working, but they will be damaged by lack of communication or ineffective communication. Hi, my name is Elena Malkova from Confidenza Coaching, and in this short video I would love to share with you my 3 tips on effective communication, because I believe that is a very important skill to have today. So let's start with the beginning. What is effective communication? We communicate effectively when we're not just sending out our message, but we're making sure it is received and understood by the people we are talking to. And I know it sounds quite obvious, but let me tell you one thing. The fact that we are talking a lot doesn't mean that we communicate effectively. George Bernard Shaw even once said that the problem of communication is the illusion that it has taken place. What does he mean by that? He means that we are so focused on sending out our message that we are totally oblivious to what happens to it after it. And when we send a message, we have a certain purpose. We want to achieve something. And when the people don't understand our message, this purpose is not achieved. There are no results. So we need to learn to communicate effectively. And my 3 tips here will gonna help you with that. So tip number 1, listen to understand. And I'm gonna tell you a small secret here, because this is my personal biggest challenge ever. I love talking so much, and I'm sure I am always saying the right things. Though when the people were telling me something different, what they thought was right, I was the one who was saying, "You are not listening." Now, it took me some time to realize that it was me who was not listening, because already several seconds in their speech, I stopped with listening because I was making in my mind counter arguments on how I will persuade them that I'm right. What I was doing, now, I was not communicating in any way, so I really had to learn to listen to understand. Tip number 2. Pay attention to the tone of your voice. If you have never heard about 738-55 communication rule, I might blow your mind a little bit when I tell you that only 7% of success of the message is the message itself, what we are saying. The other is how we are saying it. 38% is the tone of our voice, and 55% is our body language and facial expressions. Now, when we don't see each other face to face, the 93% of how come down to the tone, so pay attention to it. Tip number 3, share information. Several years ago, when we were still working in one office, it is several years ago, the feeling, the Gallup did some research, and it turned out that 74% of the employees had a feeling they were missing on important communication in the office. Can you believe how big this percentage will be today? So sharing information has become a really important communicational skill. So let me recap it for you. 3 tips for effective communication are: listen to understand, pay attention to the tone of your voice, and share information. Good luck. So if you are interested to learn more about skills on communication, motivation, or trust, I invite you to go to www.elenaconfidenza.newleadership.com to download the free PDF with hands-on tips and tools on the matter. Good luck!